All right, let's see what's going on over here. Welcome. Oh, okay, perfect. It's working. Everything's working. Everything is working. Everything is perfectly fine. We have no issues happening so far. So this means everything is going according to plan. Apart from one thing, I don't have my tea yet. Where the hell is my tea? Let's take a look at USD CAD. Oh wow, USD CAD arranging here after that interest rates yesterday. Crazy. Didn't really expect that. Anyway, so we got 12 pips over here. We got 12 pips as support. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and get some tea for myself. If anyone else wants to go get tea for yourself, and then we're gonna start blackmailing you guys to like the stream. Oh, it seems like YouTube changed their thing over here. Yeah, YouTube changed. Yeah, YouTube changed their thing. Okay, let's see here. Pound yen is also creating a support to move down, but the only problem is there's this support 20 pips away. It's not enough. It's not enough, especially not for me. I may want to look for a buy above this area for price to continue to push up, but I'm going to be back with my tea and then we're going to continue on this circus today. All right, we are back. Let's take a look at forexfactory.com first of all. Let's take a look at forexfactory.com. Forex Factory. And so we have the rates for the euro. We have euro rates in about 15 minutes. So I think that's going to be a gambling day again today. Welcome to the gambling casino of Raja Banks, where we trade the interest rates, and we'll see if we win or lose here today. Yes, sir. Why don't the trades show up on the graph and the magic key stats? I don't know. Are you blind? Look at this. Shows up right here. It doesn't show up over here because it was taken on my MacBook. So, and on my MacBook, I don't have magic keys set up. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. This is buys above, sells below. Okay, awesome. Perfect, 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 perfect. I have an important question that is before March 2022. What is scenario of CPI, NFP, FOMC? Because more March number seem to forecast. No idea. No idea. We're in October. I have no clue what happened in March based on CPI. No idea at all. So I'm sorry I can't answer that question. I mean, you know, I just got my tea over here and I wasn't thinking about March 2022. Okay, so we have the euro rates coming up very soon. Euro rates are going to be here. Let's take a look at USD CAD. Let's take a look at Euro JPY. We have less than a pip spread on Euro JPY, so I think that's going to be a very good idea to look at Euro JPY. We're going to put it black like this. And yeah, let's see here. So we have 1,000 people watching here. Let's get the likes up to 500. I think 500 likes, that number is going to be looking pretty solid here today, because then we're going to see whether we can make something out of the interest rates for the euro. Now, what's happening is they are increasing the rates. Everybody's increasing the rates. Canada increased the rates yesterday. I traded Canadian interest rates yesterday, and if we can get the likes up to 500, I'm going to show you what the results were of the Canadian rates I traded yesterday on my multi-million-dollar account. So anyway, they're looking at 2% from 1.25%, right? And then this is the press conference. Oh, actually, they're later. They're like an hour later. Okay, so they're after NY Open. Interesting. They moved the time. Usually they were earlier on. BOJ is not changing the rates, Bank of Japan. And then next week, we have USD rates. Of course, they are increasing the rates here as well. Let's take a look at FOMC Wednesday. Oh, wow, look at that, 4% from 3.25. Canada was also 3.25, but they only raised it to 3.75 instead of 4%. And then we have the pound rates. They're also increasing the rates on the pound as well. So at 400 likes, let's get it up to 500. 500, and then we can continue on. I'm going to show you how did my Canadian rate trade went yesterday. It wasn't, I would say, that interesting, but still I'm going to show you. Oh, looks like the lights went out on YouTube. There we go. It's quite a problem. FXM funding doesn't allow pending orders before news. It's not a problem. You shouldn't be doing that on your normal trading account anyway. And does other funding companies allow that? I think they have it in their terms and conditions. So it's not a problem. You know, it's not a problem. I don't think that's much of a problem if they don't allow something. I mean, rules are rules, right? Let's see here. So awesome. I feel a little bit lost here today. Very, very, very lost here today. All right, let's do some analysis over here so I can get right back on track. I feel lost. If I do analysis, I'm not going to be lost anymore. So looking at pound yen, we have a resistance formed, and now we're creating a support at this point. Perfect. We have a support at 168.800. If we break below the support, we have a clean range around 35 pips down towards 168.400. GDP will have volume. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But normally, I haven't really seen GDP have a lot of volume. So yeah. Can we purchase on-screen magic keys through crypto? No. Are you taking any entry now? Right now, am I taking any entry? No. Why would I take any entry? I mean, like, What am I going to do? What entry am I going to do? Took a GJ sell roll to find some things slightly risky trades. Have to leave by 8 a.m. for work. Just manage lot size and risk. Oh, I know what you did. Oh, right here. Oh, nice. What was this? Almost 10 pips. Very nice. Beautiful. That's amazing. And that's what I used to do earlier on as well. I used to wake up at like 5:30 a.m. Eastern, and then I would trade all the way till 8 a.m., 8:30. It's interesting how you always have profits before the stream. You never have profit on the stream. If so, you profit way smaller than before the stream. So what's the problem? You have an issue with me making money? You have an issue with that? How come when your father used to go out for work, you never questioned him? Hey father, how come you make money when I'm not watching you? How come is that? Your father would have slapped the fuck out of you. And he would have said, hey, stay in your lane, little boy. That's what he would have said. You know? So it's not a problem, and it's not interesting that I make money off of stream. It's my choice when to make money. I make good money. I make great money. I make actually fuck you money from trading. And I'm going to say it with a big boasted ego with that. So it's not interesting. You should look at that and you should say, oh, okay, shit, how can I do the same thing? If you look at this line right here, you see this yellow line? This yellow line, this candle broke below the low of this wick to the left-hand side, and then price went down because we had clean range to the left-hand side. Now, if you take a look at the trade I took yesterday, this same candle broke below this wick and I took the trade. What happened? The probability of me winning the trade, like, how was I supposed to move the candle down by myself with my fingers so I could profit? Are you stupid? Come on, man. But the same thing happened right here, and we moved down. It's all probabilities. It's all probabilities. You know, you can't change probability. So we reached 500 likes, and I'm going to show you what I did yesterday. Now, no one's going to complain, hey Raja, how come you lost the trade yesterday off stream? You know? So Canadian interest rates, right? Let's take a look at that. So I made $100,000 on pound yen, and then I lost $17,000, 17,400 yesterday trading USD CAD interest rates. I lost 17,000 yesterday off the stream. But anyway, yeah, so that was interesting. It's interesting how I lost off stream, and I mean, yeah, it's very interesting. Yeah. How can you move the chart? By my mouse. During reset. What's wrong with you guys here today? What was the plan for the CAD race yesterday? So yesterday for USD CAD, this is what I did, right? So let's take a look at this over here. So this was my whole thing yesterday on USD CAD. I had a buy stop yesterday on USD CAD. I had a buy stop at right here, right above this candle. So what's happening was that they were increasing the rates, and with that rate increase, USD CAD should have went down, and then with underlying inflation, we should have went up. So the news came worse than expected, but they still increased the rates, right? So it was worse than expected. So there was so much volume. I had my buy stop right here around 135, 890, and then I got slipped 26 pips. Actually, yeah, I got slipped 26 pips, and then it got activated right over here, and actually I don't even know where it got slipped. Yeah, I think it got slipped right over here or right over here. I got slipped like a lot, and then I was anticipating price to continue to push up above this area, but it closed right back down here. So then I just, oh yes, I know what happened. I got activated. Anyway, what happened? It was a losing trade, but I managed risk. I was willing to lose around 20,000 on that, since I made 100,000 from that pound yen move up with the new PM coming in. But it just didn't really happen that way. Did you follow ICE? There's a new Monday for the Gulag. Yeah, usually I don't do live streams on a Thursday, so people are surprised and their brains can't really comprehend that there's a live stream going on here today. Could you explain why in this trade you went for an impulse entry on the break of that low and not for the candle close below? Could you explain your thoughts? Yeah, so basically it was pre-London, and I know with pre-London there's a lot of volume. So as these candles were coming down, let's take a look at this here together, right? So I'm going to talk about this trade here, and a lot of other people also took the same trade. So you can see right here we were consolidating, right? And then this candle broke below support, and then we had this candle forming. Now, in my eyes, I was looking at this support to the left hand side. So I was thinking that, okay, I can't take a trade because I don't know whether price will reject the support or it will go through that support. Next, what happened was that this candle started to break the low. So when I measured the range, it was like a 24 pip range. It wasn't enough range. Plus there was a wick over here, a rejection. So I wasn't sure whether we would reject this area or what's going to happen. So I started to look at that, right? It was pre-London. There was a lot of volume. So, you know, yada, yada, yada. Next, this candle here started to break. When it broke below this wick, I was like, okay, you know what? What's my stop is going to be over here? My stop would have been above this candle, 20 pip stop. And as it broke this low right here, now we've learned in the database about candles with no wicks and stuff like that. So, and it just went in profits all of a sudden, you know. And when I look to the left hand side, if you look to the left hand side, there was clean range, and the volume from pre-London basically continued to drive price down. Look here, we had clean range to the left hand side, and we went all the way down. Why don't you reply in Instagram? I can't. I get a lot of messages. I can't really do that. Slippage is happen in every broker. Absolutely, slippage happens in every broker, especially when there's a high volume news and there's a huge change in the outcome numbers. That's when change happens. Do you have an investor password? No, I don't. I don't have an investor password. This YouTube stream is my investor password. Plus also, I'm the only trader out there on social media who does what he does. I'm the only one who does this. Live streams, MT5, my FX book at the same time. I'm the only one who does this. There's no one else that I can see who does the same thing. All right, let's take a look at this gold analysis sent by Daniel Henrich. Daniel Henrich, gold, 30-minute time frame, close below for these sells. Perfect, looks good. Would you trade in this range or not? Let's take a look over here. Gold. Okay, so looking at gold, I was looking at, well, like I'm looking at the 30-minute time frame. Obviously, we have this minor resistance forming right here, but then we also have these wicks. So now we gotta take a look at the 15-minute time frame to see what these wicks are on the 15-minute, and these are basically market structure right here. This is market structure right here, right? So I would maybe, you know, even if we do get a break and close above 1663, this is a 20 pip range. I don't know, it's tough. It's tough. Probably once you break above 1665, you have like a 40 pip range. So now you have two options, right? Either you try to take a buy in a 20 pip range above 1663, or you try to take a buy above 1665 in a 40 pip range. So that's something you have to keep in mind and decide what you're going to do. And, you know, and it also depends on when this confirmation happens. If this confirmation happens during, let's say, NY Open, which is high volume time, and price starts to break over 1663, then there's a high probability you can get that volume to drive price up. Your lot size is too big for this account. Make sure you correct it before this trade. Oh yeah, it's 50. It's probably not even going to execute. Yeah, it's probably not even going to execute. Thank you. What do you think of EAs? I think they're good. Are you trading GDP? I'm expecting lots of volume. I'm not trading GDP. I'll try to gamble a little bit on the euro interest rates like CAD yesterday, but that's about it. During recession, gold falls or go up. Look at the history. Tips on how to identify volume coming in London or pre-London. Have problems with identifying a move comes from volume or just a fake out. Well, Danny, my biggest tip is this, and I give these tips all the time and people don't listen. I don't know why, and they keep asking, right? So my tip is this. Let's first take a look over it. So we have 1,700 people watching, and I'm going to give this tip if we get to 1,000 likes. You want to know the tip when to expect volume in pre-London or London session? The way how I execute on trades? Let's get the likes up to 1,000. Let's get up to 1,000 likes, and I'm gonna give that tip here for you guys, because that's the payment. That tip costs something, and the cost of that tip is to give a like on the stream. All right, let's take a look at pound yen. Ooh, look at that pound yen right there. Pound yen. This is the setup I like. Look at that. Candle close strong bearish. We have a bullish candle closing small body. If this candle breaks below the low, volume time, I think we can continue pushing down. Yep. Yeah, R301. That's exactly what I see over here. Beautiful. All right, I'm 19 in September. I'm going to London for my London study. My university fees are £25,000, and then realize they're not deserved. That's money, and withdraw course and going back home to my country do forex. I don't know. I wouldn't. I see now. See, you're too young to decide that you're going to do forex. You're very young to decide you're going to do forex. Anyone who's over the age of 30 years old, he's going to tell you to, hey man, just if you don't want to go to university, go to college. Go to college, get some skill. Because if forex doesn't work, what are you going to do? Unless you're great in sales, you're going to do a minimum wage job. Unless you're good at sales, you're going to get a minimum wage job if forex doesn't work. So get like an option, you need an option B. So again, the tip is when to look at volume in pre-London and London. I'm going to give that tip once we get to 1,000 likes. We're at 859. Let's take a look at this chart by Vlad. Vlad sent a chart. Gold, resistance formed. We're looking at clean candles here. Took a sell over here. Price went down. Ooh, wow, look at that. Price went up over here again. And then continued down to volume. Amazing. Very good. Very nice. We are at 886 likes. Let's get it up to 1,000 likes, and then I'm going to give you this life-saving tip: when to anticipate volume during pre-London and London Open. Are you looking to take the 15-minute GJ Yeah, maybe. I'm going to take it with a lower lot size because we don't have clean enough candles to the left-hand side, so that makes it a little bit risky. If we had, like, let's say, if we had these candles over here, then I would take it with a regular lot size, because then I could say, well, we have clean candles, it could go down, blah, blah, blah. But, we don't have that right here at this point. So, yeah. So, look at the four hour. That's fine. Like the small time frames, they build up the overall higher time frames anyway. Let's take a look at this. We are at 947 likes, 1,000 likes, and the biggest tip of the day is going to come out. Hourly closes bearish with wick. Hourly wick up bearish. Is the range enough? Yeah, we just discussed this. Just discussed it. So, but unfortunately, so far it doesn't look like it's gonna happen that way. So let's just wait over here. So this is going to be a no trade range on gold. We're at 992 likes. No trade range. Not going to be trading in this range here. Not anytime soon. Absolutely not. Oh, we are at 1,000 likes. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. So, we are at 1,000 likes, and I'm going to tell you when to anticipate volume in pre-London and London. Right now, you have to understand this one thing. There are sections when there's volume in the market, right? There's sections. You have pre-Asian has volume, and then you have Asian Open. If pre-Asian has no volume, the volume is going to come at Asian Open, right? If there's no volume at Asian Open, volume is going to come at pre-London, and then the volume is going to be at London Open. If there's no volume in pre-London, there's going to be volume at London Open, right? And these times you have to understand based on your time zone. Pre-London happens 2 hours before London Open. Now, sometimes we've noticed, well, not sometimes, but the last 2 weeks, and a lot of people who trade London and a lot of people who trade pre-London, you guys have also noticed that volume has been coming in before pre-London, right? That's correct, right? Tell me you guys have noticed that. There has been volume before pre-London at this time now. And the only reason why you're able to notice that is because you've been sitting and watching pre-London. So if you sit and watch pre-London, you're like, okay, you know what? This volume at this time, Raja Banks trades at this time, gets the winning trade, blah blah blah. And when you sit at pre-London, you look at the chart, you're like, wait a minute. There was volume already before pre-London. What the hell's going on over here? So when you start to sit and notice these things, you start to understand that volume sometimes it shifts over time, right? It shifts. Now, what I've seen personally is that, and a lot of people are going to agree to this as well, is that the volume from pre-New York has also shifted. Right now, the volume comes in at 8:30 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Eastern instead of pre-New York. That's why we haven't been seeing a lot of big moves in pre-New York. Because volume has shifted. And how to understand that the volume has shifted? It's simple. You just have to sit and watch. That's it. You have to sit and watch. Once you sit and watch, and then you start to realize, oh, okay. You know what? Volume is shifting here a little bit. Volume is shifting. But what happens normally is that the average trader, what he does is that once he sees that the volume is, no, he doesn't see the volume is shifting. He takes a trade, he loses the trade. You're so emotionally involved in the losing trade. I'm watching pound yen move up. Don't worry, I'm watching it. It doesn't faze me at all because there was no confirmation to buy. So once you're emotionally involved in a loss you've taken, you do not realize that the shift in volume has happened. So you have to sit and relax. Wow, look at that. We're moving up over here without any confirmation. Damn. I'm a person at the gym at the time. Yeah, me too, man. Like, me too. I'm at the gym at the time too. But now I've started to come home early. Before London Open was pretty messy, just consolidating till pre-NY Open. That's correct. Let's take a look at this chart here by Jitu Verma. Jitu Verma sent a chart. I missed that sell. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Very nice. What does this button do? Why not work or go to school while putting in time to learn Forex? Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, Forex is a hobby. That's what it is. It's just a hobby. And this hobby can pay you over time. That's all what it is. It's just a hobby. It's just a hobby, Bobby. It's a hobby, Bobby. Waiting for the 15-minute to close. 15-minute to close on pound yen, so we can continue pushing up to correct this move we had in the London session. Which pair will you be trading on the euro? I'll be trading euro JPY. That's what I'm going to be trading. Wow, a lot of volume coming in over here. We're breaking the high over here now. Damn, the 15-minute candle is going to close in about 5, 6, 7 minutes. Just waiting to see how the candles are going to close, and then later on we're going to be trading the euro interest rates. Do you think BRICS new currency will destroy the USD? No idea. What's the difference between SRC and market fluidity? Massive difference. Based on stupid Timo concepts, what's this? Better entry here, but there was too much previous supports to me. 70 pip clean range. GJ 15-minute close below support, secure 15 pips. Beautiful, very nice. You basically executed on your plan. Hey Raj, if the GJ trade today did not go in your favor, your stop loss was 20 pips, which would have mean $200. Would you have managed risk of the trade? How would you have managed risk? I would have managed risk. I wouldn't have lost $200. I would have probably closed it before that. What do you think about my Forex funds? They're okay. You need a better watermark for SRC. Yeah, I agree. You've developed a logo also like ICT now? No, I haven't. That's the logo I was going for. ICT's logo is it's like inception of things within things, but there's no track record. What would you say to someone dedicating all the time towards learning Forex instead of treating it like a hobby? I would say just treat it like a hobby. So, like a skill. I would say treat it like a skill. Because when you're learning skills, you're not focusing on that skill all the time. Boxing is a skill. You don't box all day. You just box maybe 1 hour a day. Yeah. You're being late to enter pound yen market. It's confirmed. Okay, I'm fine with that. Even if I don't enter, I'm fine with that. I will have no problem by missing this trade. Like, guys, trust me, I'm a very emotionally stable person. I don't get emotional at all, except for dumb questions here, but Other than that, I don't get emotional at all, especially when the market moves. Like the market is the last thing that should make you emotional. Yeah, please tell me trusted broker in India. I have no idea. Thanks for dinner in Miami. Hey man, you're welcome. You're welcome. I agree. I think you can spend all your time towards learning a skill. I disagree. I think you can. Okay, sure, do it. Past week I watched all your simulation videos, and yesterday I made about 5%. Today I didn't take a trade. Amazing. Very, very well done. Perhaps I missed it. This has been integrated in a separate group. I haven't decided yet, but it's going to be free for you guys. Are you looking for gold trade this session? Gold trade. See, gold is consolidating right here. So I'm going to have to wait. I mean, even if we do break below 1659, let's take a look to the left-hand side what we have. Looking to the left-hand side, we have, let's take a look. 30 minutes. So we have a support all the way down at 1655. And I think that's like 38, 40 pips over there. So I think that's going to be a pretty good idea for price to continue to push down. So I think that's where we could confidently say where potential sells could be. Potential sells. Oh. Potential sells below 1659. That's what I'm going to be looking at gold over here. Potential sells below 1659. Why don't you call out the exact time you enter a trade on London? Because you only tell us after the trade is in profits. Why? Like, do I have some responsibility of your well-being? Absolutely not. How can you get those buy and sell buttons on the left-hand side on MT5? You just do this. Click, 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 click. That's how you get them. Does virtual magic keys work on MacBook? I think there's a FAQ on that. We have a forum, and yes, it does. Have you tried learning GANN? No. 24 months minimum backtesting. It's risking preference. It's up to you. What do your dad says about your work? Story after Muzammil podcast? Nothing. Nothing at all. Because okay, here's what we believe. Every person who does something, an average person would do the same thing. In London, you take sells against a daily 4-hour. No. Let's take a look at this chart by Kanye. We have Kanye in the house. Candle closed below support. Entry as price broke the low. Anticipating pre-London volume to continue down. Wow, man. Wow. These must be fake results. How were you able to execute on this? Crazy. Very well done. If I'm like Raja Banks, I will inform to Slack group for UK President News and Trade. We all Did you take inspiration from CH logo? No. I just wanted the logo to be round. That's all what I did. Could you try to explain the scenario? You took a large loss on USD CAD trade. How do you control your emotions to be back to normal trading the next day? Yeah, it's very simple. So I made $100,000 on pound yen buys on when the new PM came in. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let's risk 20% of those profits on this USD CAD trade. That's all what I did. You have to accept loss. You have to accept the loss. That's going to be the loss. Because whenever I'm taking a trade, I'm constantly thinking, what's going to be my realized loss? Even when price goes in profits, I'm constantly thinking, what's going to be my realized loss? If I don't process my realized loss, I'm always going to be emotional. And that goes out for everybody. Whether it's you're risking 20,000, you're risking 2,000, $200, $20, $2, it's all up to you. Thoughts on Andrew Tate? He's cancelled. I think I'm going to be next on Twitter. the way I'm going. Thank you for the streams and all learning. Thank you. When will Raja Plaza come out? I don't know. You trade the BCE news? Probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Bank of England news tomorrow. I want to be a billionaire so bad. Well, once I get to that level, I'll let you know how it feels. University or trading? University. How do you realize your realized loss when what do you tell yourself? What do I tell myself? What I tell myself is that the 15-minute candle is closing now, right? Look where the 15-minute candle closed. This 15-minute candle closed right here. And now for me to take a buy, I want this 15-minute candle to wick down and then break the high. If we can wick down and break the high, I'm going to take a buy and the stop is going to be below that wick, right? See, it's wicking down here a little bit. So the stop is going to be below this wick, and then I'm going to know exactly how much I'm going to lose. If I know exactly how much am I going to lose, and if I'm going to be okay with that, that's going to be called a realized loss. That I've realized already what that I'm going to lose. Can you go over your yellow lines? Sorry, I can't. These yellow lines are going to be a part of the Smart Raja concepts. What would you do if your son wanted to be a trader instead of going to university? If my son wanted to be a trader instead of going to university, I'm going to tell him, hey man, this is a hobby. And basically I'm going to tell him where you're going to get the money, because I'm not going to bankroll him. Like, why would I bankroll? I'm not going to bankroll him. You know, I would say, hey, just like, you know, you want to trade, make sure you have a job so you can make money to fund your hobby. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah. Or I'm going to teach him how to sell. You know, if he can sell, he can make great money selling. I think that's going to be amazing at that point, because if he can make great money selling stuff, whatever that is, then he's going to have a pretty big bankroll to bankroll his hobby, right? Because trading is a hobby, you know, and listen, man, any business you start, any and every business starts as a hobby, starts as an interest, right? And that interest grows over time. That's what it is. And that's what trading is as well. It's a hobby. I started trading as a hobby. You know, like I didn't start trading thinking, oh, I'm going to be a full-time trader. No, I started trading as a hobby, you know, and this hobby basically took over my life. And then, you know, it's basically what it is at this point. So I've taken a buy over here now, and my stop is going to be below this candle, which is $61. So I know that I'm risking $61 for a potential move up to basically win about, oh, this is not even enough range over here. But anyway, you get the idea, right? So I'm risking $61 to make whatever is going to go up, like, you know, like $170 over here, whatever. Your emotional control is something I wish I had. It's amazing. You have great mental strength and not let losses get a hold of you very hard. Yeah, exactly. Lots of spread on Dominion markets. Yeah, because this is a very, very high volume. This is very high volume on pound. That's why. Like, I mean, just look at the ranges on 15-minute, right? This is like a 30 pip range over here on 15-minute. If you look at the 30-minute, look at this 30-minute candle. This is a 47 pip 30-minute candle. So the spread is directly proportional to the volume in the market. And the spreads are high on every platform at this time on pound yen. I mean, you look at what's happening fundamentally. Hey, Raja bro, today no blackmailing. No, we already reached, you know, 1,000 likes. So now, a very, very important thing, right? Since I'm in profits now, right? I'm in 5 pip profits. Since I'm in profits, if price comes back to my entry point, I'm going to manage risk. Because even though if I'm running in profits, I'm constantly thinking about how am I going to manage risk. So the way I'm going to manage risk is that if price comes back to my entry point, I'm going to close 50%. Because if price comes back to my entry point and it goes beyond my entry point, that's all on me. Like, if I take a loss after being in profits, that's all on me. If you take a loss after being in profits, that's all your fault. That's 100% all your fault if you take a loss after being in profits. Now, it all depends on you how much loss you're going to take. It all depends on that. How much loss are you going to take, right? If price comes back to my entry point, I do not want to lose money. So I'm going to close 50% if price comes back to my entry point. I'm constantly thinking about what I'm going to do and how I'm going to manage risk. So we're up about, you know, 9 pips, 10 pips right here. Going to secure 10, 11 pips right here because we're approaching a rejection area. So I don't know whether price will reject this area or it's going to continue pushing up. I don't know that. I have absolutely no idea. So I secured profits right here. And for people who also secured profits right here, congratulations. Congrats. Congratulations. You all won here today. Very, very well done. Someone got 30 pips. Beautiful. Nicely fake trade. Yeah, I had to fake this trade over here, but you know, amazing. Why do you slow-mo your live stream? I don't slow-mo my live streams. Your internet slow-mos your live stream. Yeah. GJ IC market spreads is 5 pips. Really? I don't believe that. Guys, whoever has IC markets, can you guys check what the spread is on IC markets? On GJ? Pound yen? 1.5, 1.2, 1.5, right? 1.5. Okay. Ours is like 1.4, 1.8. Yeah. Less than 2. Like it's not 5 pips, bro. Come on. FXCM is 3 pips. Holy. Wow. 3 pips is a lot of spread. Oh, somebody's saying 2 pips. Yeah, see? Now, normal spread on GJ on IC markets is almost like 1 pip. You know, but now, since there's a lot of volume, the spreads are higher everywhere. How can I use the rectangle in Dominion markets? What do you mean rectangle? You just click right here and then you just draw the rectangle. 4 pips on gold. Wow. 4 pips on gold. Yeah, pound yen is almost 2, less than 2, 2, less than 2. Check the 5 minute. It was great. Let's take a look at the 5 minute. Oh, yes. Look at that. The same candle formation happened on the 5 minute. The same candle formation happened on the 5 minute. It's so unreal, so incredible. So people who won this trade, took this trade with me, understood why we took the trade, understood risk management, understood why I closed the trade because of, you know, rejection to the left-hand side. Give a like on the stream. Come on, give a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel. You have to subscribe to this channel, 100%. Raja Boss, Dominion Market is the best. Thank you. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Haters will say Raja started faking traders live now. Yeah. See, here's the thing. No matter what you do in life, okay, here's the thing, right? Like, you know, when you're in a family setting, you tell your family an idea, half the family says, oh no, it's bad, this and that, they talk shit about you, right? And then, like, you know, and some family members say, yeah, you know, perfect, you can do this, blah, blah, blah. Perfectly fine. When you come out on social media, when you come out on the internet, the entire internet becomes your family, right? The entire internet becomes your family. Half the internet is going to talk shit about you, and half the internet is going to support you. It's very normal. It's very, very normal. Would you say Muslim cannot trade because Quran states that gambling is bad? Man, just leave the stream then. Why are you even in the stream? Would you say fundamentals affect swing trading and traders are not really scalpers? Yeah. Fundamentals affect swing trading? Absolutely, yeah, it does. How did you put those spread section on MT5? Man, you guys are really illiterate, aren't you? Just right click over here, go to columns, and then select spread. People who didn't know this, they'll be like, oh, oh, I can see all this too. See, maintenance margin. This is also very important. Maintenance margin, I was just joking. There's nothing there. All right, let's take a look at this over here. Oh, nice. What's this? What happened over here? What trade did you take? What's the date today? 27th. What happened? Oh, nice. Took profits. Amazing. My broker always shows 3 to 4 pips less when I close the trade. Is it because of the spread? 3, yes, it's because of the spread. Your broker has a lot of spread. Man, it's time to come to Dominion Markets. Come over to Dominion Markets. You know the owner, you know the team behind Dominion Markets. I mean, it's a given. Are you going to trade euro rates? Yes. How to open TradingView in MT5 window? What? How to open TradingView in MT5 window? You can't open trading view in MT5 window, sir. Muhammad Abdullah bin Masood, you can't do that. This is, I have a color scheme which may seem like that this is the trading view window. Just when you think that we've had the questions, a new question comes in and you're like, oh shit, this question just beat all the other questions. Is it possible to place buy and sell stops with magic keys? Yes, it is. Is there a demo option to mean markets? Yes, it is. But I would say deposit $100 and then test it out. Hello, are you a broker? Welcome Malaysian account. Yes, we do. Gulag once finding ways. I'm there. Raja paid these guys for clout. What's the dumbest question ever asked? A question someone asked was that when the 30-minute candle closes, but I think this one was way better. How to open a trading view chart on MD5. How can I send you a trade idea? Read the description. Raja, was there a time in your life when haters bothered you? Haters bothered me in 2017, leading all the way up towards 2018. And after 2018, people's automatically my mind just started to filter out all the hate. I mean, because I looked at it this way, right? No matter what people said, no matter what people posted and did, that wasn't affecting the food I was putting on my family's table. It didn't really affect that. So it didn't really bother me. I mean, it shouldn't have bothered me. So yeah, that's it. There used to be hate pages of you. Yeah, you know, but look at them now. They're gone and I'm still here. Are you an investor of FXCM? Yes. I missed that trade because I stick to my rule and wait for a 30-minute signal. Is it discipline or stubbornness? It's stubbornness, but also once you miss that trade, you have to study and see how could that have worked. And also, like, you know, when you're anticipating something to happen and you may feel that feeling of getting missed or whatever, always enter with a, I would say, like with a lower lot size. Let's bring this down here a little bit. So tough. Very tough. Very, very tough. All right, let's take a look at gold over here. Gold is coming up over here. Yeah, no, it's not enough. I don't know. No. I think now when people hate, you should feel great as you know they are burning with envy. Yeah, absolutely, man. Like people burn with jealousy all day. Off to work. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you. Take care. Can you make a big smile at the camera? Anton Creel said you need to borrow 250 million for establishing a broker. Do you really need that much money? Anton Creel, I hate to say it, but Anton Creel has no idea what he's talking about when it comes to Forex. You know, you guys can take it how it is, but he has no idea what he's talking about when it comes to Forex. Anton Creel was an analyst in Goldman Sachs. He wasn't a trader. He was an analyst at Goldman Sachs. When we opened Dominion Markets, it cost us around, I would say rough, like a ballpark figure was around $500,000. That's what it cost us, $500,000. Anton Creel also sells a course for $3,000 per 6 months. Yeah, it's a subscription, $3,000 per 6 months. You will trade Euro News? Yes. Just watch an interview. Please don't burn me. Awesome. Actually, he sells 5 different courses. Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at that. We're still pushing up over here on pound yen. 5-minute candle broke above the high. We've moved up like 6 pips, 7 pips. Can we continue up towards this 30-minute rejection area? Can we? Wow. Look at this 30-minute candle, man. This 30-minute candle is flying. This is a 60 pip candle over here. How to send a screenshot to you, Raja? You got to figure that out. What you thought on today's ECB news? Nothing. Which pair do you trade on Euro News? I'm going to be trading Euro JPY on Euro News. You wouldn't trade the 5-minute or 15-minute, but how did you get the idea to take the trade? I basically broke down why I'm taking this trade. I broke it down, and that was on the 15-minute. Yeah. So this was a perfect example of a smartwatch concepts. Why you don't have a runner on GJ, can you explain? Yeah, because we were approaching a rejection area on the 15-minute right here. So I was thinking that, maybe price is going to reject this area and we may get price to pull down, right? We may get price to pull down to create a support. That's why I secured everything at this point right here. But when I took this sell earlier on, right? When I took this sell here, we had clean candles. I mean, it was like we're basing volume to continue to push price down. So if I look on the 30-minute, see, we had clean candles here and we had volume. But at this point right here, it wasn't the case. We had rejections even on the 30-minute right over here. Hey Raja, have you ever thought about making Zoom meeting with like 10 people only for a specific enrollment fee, like in-person boot camps? Because I myself cannot attend boot camps in Dubai, UK, or so this would be a perfect solution for someone who cannot attend the boot camps. Perfect solution who cannot attend the boot camps. That's an interesting idea. That's an interesting idea. Yeah, we'll keep in mind. We'll keep that in mind. So Dominion Markets is going to have a WhatsApp support system as well. So when you go to the website, you'll have an option to WhatsApp our support team to get your problems solved quicker. So yeah, how much money need to own a brokerage? It costs me around $500,000. I would 100% pay for some sort of private mentorship. Yeah, so we're going to have a private mentorship thing on as well by next year. So yeah, what time does a 1-minute candle close? In 10 seconds. These lives really be free sauce. Thank you. And let's get the likes up to 1,500. How many people we have? We have 2,600 people watching. 2,600 people. Let's get the likes up to 1,500. If we don't get the likes up to 1,500, or at least 2,000 likes, I'm gonna end the stream before Euro rates. The stream is gonna end. So give a like. Let's get up to 1,500, above 1,500. I want it above 1,500, or I'm gonna end the stream and I'm gonna trade the rates with my private groups and not with YouTube. Buy stop, sell stops, no idea. No idea if it's gonna be buy stop, sell stops. Yeah, so next week we're gonna start the stream later on. We're gonna start starting the stream at around 8 a.m. from next week. I'm gonna announce it anyway. We're at 1,400 likes. Let's get it up to 1,700 or 2,000, and then it's good. How long did it take for Dominion Markets to become profitable as a broker? It got us around, I would say, 6 months to be profitable. 6 months to be profitable. Because we had to make the money back invested, right? So after 6 months, we got to break even. So after investing $500,000, it took us 6 months to break even. Yeah. So that's why I was trading. That's why I was trading my $50,000 account to actually try to make that money back. It was a big risk, man. Big risk, and life without risk is not a life worth living. Trust me, you got to take risks in life. Let's see over here now. Will you buy or sell Euronews? No idea. We're going to wait and see. Is controller FX recommended to learn? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. He was a student, so why don't you come to the master? Please drop video about how brokerage paid by banks. Drop a video about how brokerage is paid by banks. You request a withdrawal from liquidity and they give it to you and then you send it off to your clients. Can we do Zoom only tomorrow and no gulag? No. Oh, I'm not streaming tomorrow. I'm not streaming tomorrow. My servant has a dentist appointment, so we're paying for his dental work. Yeah, he needs to get a root canal done, but I told him that instead of getting a root canal, just get the tooth out. Roji, can you explain how does pre-market works? Why there is volume 4 hours before London Open? Yeah, because volume has shifted a little bit. That's why. Where do you live at the moment? Dubai and Pakistan. We're at 1,500 likes. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Jeevan had to come up on the stream here today, but he's not coming on. I don't know. Is using smart money concepts a good way to trade? Absolutely not. And I don't say that because I'm trying to undermine smart money concepts, even though there's no proof they work, even though there's no track record that someone has actually made money over the month of 6 months time. In reality, there's no proof like that. But if you're a new trader, smart money concept is very confusing. It's very, I would say that's as close to rocket science as you're gonna get. It's very complicated, smart money concepts. And I'm not lying. Like, people who do that, they can agree to this. It is very, very confusing. So yeah. Thoughts on ICT? I'm gonna send a message to ICT right now. Actually, I'm gonna send a tweet, and I'm gonna invite him to next week's live stream as a guest. If you guys don't know my Twitter, I post a lot of my trades on my Twitter. My Twitter is Raja Banks. You can go to my Twitter. This is my Twitter, Raja Banks. So I'm going to tweet him right now. How do you send a tweet? Oh, you can't send a tweet from here, but you can send a tweet from here. Special guest. What's the date? Next Friday. Next Friday we have 4th. Oh, it's the NFP as well. Special guest, 4th November, NFP. I think it would be great for the community. Let's make it happen. Awesome. I just tweeted this. Let's refresh this. And oh, where's that tweet? That tweet is not here. Let's refresh this again. Anyway, it's there. I just tweeted this. So it's going to be on my... Oh, you know why it's not there? You know why it's not there? Because ICT, he limited me from not tagging him in his tweets. That's what he did. I can't tag him in my tweets. Oh yeah, it does. Oh yeah, it's right there. Yeah, okay, I see it. Awesome. I see it. Perfect. Why isn't it in my tweets then? I just don't know how Twitter works. But anyway, it's there. Now he just has to make the time and come up. Has anyone listened to one of ICT's lectures? They're so boring. How much will the cost of your new course? The Smart Raja concept is going to be $800, but someone made fun of me day before yesterday, and so I raised the price to $1,200. Plus, Apple Music also raised this price, so it's now raised to $1,200. We'll see. Where do Dominion Markets gets money? I mean, which country banks? What do you mean? Prime banks. They're not in one country. They're spread out. They're spread out all over the world in the financial system. I wanted to send you a chart. Sure. If FMC does not work, then ICT would be homeless. Oh, I don't know. I can come over. Okay. I get your notifications. Got it right when you sent it. Oh, nice. Sir, what does the inflation means when we have a lot of inflation in Canada? Inflation means that things are getting expensive. If you look at the cost of petrol, cost of bread, milk, biscuits, cost of tea, that same cost was not the same as 1 year ago or 6 months ago. It's different. I try to take the London trades you take and I lose any tips. Go over your trades. Let's take a look at gold. Gold is just ranging over here. Is the current 30-minute candle making the same setup we executed a while back? 30-minute candle, yeah, but you know, it's already, the 30-minute candles have already, the 30-minute time frame has already moved 63 pips. So yeah, I don't know. And even though this range is like 14 pips over here. I want to buy Fluidity via crypto. I emailed you guys but haven't gotten a response yet. Send an email again. How much will be costing you? Okay. Do a live with Daniel Savage, Aman Nath, and ICT. Daniel Savage, I don't know him. He scammed so many people. One guy sent me a message crying. He sent me a message crying. You guys remember when they launched Goat FX? So many people lost money in their brokerage. They booked everybody, and everyone lost money, and they took the money, the guys who created Goat FX. People messaged me crying, literally voice notes of crying people. They were like, hey man, can you please try to get money back from this guy? You know, it's so heartbreaking. I'm a nut. Obviously, he doesn't trade at all, you know, so, man, I mean, it's not good to trade anymore in pre-NY. Well, I did take a trade in pre-NY. How much will cost to new course on 25th September? 25th September has already passed. Hey, Rajabhai, your course Market Fluidity is really helping me. I took a gold trade earlier, a 15-minute impulse. Was really depressed because my 5K funded account got blown. After that, I put in the work of backtesting. Oh, very nice, man. Very, very nice. Me hearing that makes me not want to ever respect him again. Hopefully he goes homeless. Yeah, I mean, man, it's tough. It's tough out there. Like people who are going to take your money, they're going to take your money, and they will not give a fuck about that. They will not give a fuck about that, and that's just how it is. I mean, what can you do? Does Dominion regulate it in the one-tier regulation? No, we are not regulated in the one-tier regulation. If we get regulated in one-tier regulation, you know what that's going to mean? That's going to mean we'll have to pay like around $300,000 to get one-tier regulation. I think it's more. Plus, there's going to be 50-to-1 leverage. Plus, you won't be able to trade gold. You won't be able to trade indices. Plus, you won't be able to hedge. Plus, you won't be able to stack positions. Like if you open a position and if you open another one, to close the second one, you'll have to close the first one first. So there's going to be no freedom in trading. So, I mean, it's nothing. The spreads are going to be higher because you'll have to cover the cost of regulation and the monthly license fee. The commission is going to be higher as well. There's going to be higher slippage as well because your liquidity is also going to be regulated. So regulation doesn't really mean anything. Regulation just means that, okay, if I want people from US or if I want people from, let's say, London to trade on our platform, so I got to give US and London some money so that they can trade on the platform. That's all what it means. You can still trade on Dominion markets. If your country is not listed, just choose crypto. And trust me, man, if you have a regulated exchange, regulated broker, all this idea of FCA and ASIC protecting your money, it's all false. It's all false. It doesn't exist. It's just there just so that you can say, oh, you know what, this is perfect. It doesn't exist. I had money in Quadriga CX. I told the story so many times. That was heavily regulated in Canada, you know, and apparently the funds there were protected by the Security Exchange Commission. What happened? Nothing. I lost 150,000. I didn't get a dime back. So nothing happened. How to update my FX book? My last trade not showing. I think you need to refresh that. Once you successfully cheat people, your mind justifies it by making you believe that you are smart. That's absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. No, it's not about trusting me. It's just about the rules because ever since I started trading, I've traded with no rules, no boundaries. You know, I've always traded with the high leverage. I've always traded with stacking positions and taking extra risks and stuff like that. So and that's what I want. Crypto have good volatility. Why don't you trade BTC or ETH? The commissions are pretty high on our liquidity. That's why I don't do that. Why prop firms want 10% profit split in funding program? Is it profitable for prop firms? It's like shady. No, it's not. They just want to share some of the profits. Would you feel safe having 3 million in funds on a broker that is not your own? Yeah, I would. I've had a maximum. I think I had around $830,000 on Vantage FX at one point, and I was totally fine with that. You know, I mean, there was no problem. 3 million is a huge amount. I don't know. I mean, but we do have some clients who have this one client, he has around 5.2 million on our liquidity. There's another one who has about 2.5 million. I myself have about around 4 million in it. So there are some big whales on our liquidity. You show the trades you take right in front of us. Why do I lose when I try to take the same setup? Because you're not studying that setup. You need to study that setup. You need to take a look at that trade, the losing trade, and ask yourself, what could you have done differently? In your early stage, you lose a lot of money. At that time, you hate Uncle Ted? No. I didn't hate anyone. I didn't. Why would I hate Uncle Ted if I lost money? What kind of a statement is that? Like, I'm losing money because of me, not because of someone else. You are a scam, bro. Don't call Raja by scam. Okay. If I'm a scam, whose money did I steal? Why am I not in jail? I love you, bro. Believe me or not, I know you even from Twitch. Thank you, everything. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Did you really meet with Iron Man trading in Miami? Yes. What do you think about Emmett Daniel? I don't know who that is. Some candles look slightly different to MT5. Is it because you're a liquidity provider? Yes, that's correct. Is dropshipping a good side business? Absolutely. SRC will also cover how to trade news events? No. You shouldn't be focused on trading news events. I think you're absolutely stupid if you're trying to trade news events or if you're trying to join a course because you can trade a news event. It doesn't work like that. Is Dominion Market a dealing desk broker? No. We don't B-book clients. Like, man, look, I'm trying to show you guys how to trade better. How does this make sense? B-booking clients mean that when they make money, then you have to pay out of your pocket. Then a broker has to pay out of their pocket to their profits. Like, we help you guys here to make money. You know, it would go against our whole business. What's that called? Our business plan. Did I hear you're changing the live next stream? Yes. Yeah, business philosophy. That's correct. Yep. But I'm going to announce that change in time as well. Morning, Raja. Thoughts on Euro USD? No idea. We have the news, the increase in the rates. And with the rate increase, oh, wow, look at that. And with the rate increase, here's the thing. So we're going to have rate increase. And then after the rate increase, we're going to have a press conference. And press conference, they're going to talk about inflation. Like they always done. With the rate increase, price should go up on euro. Euro should rally. But then with the press conference, when they talk about inflation, price should drop. That's the whole idea. So we'll see. How can I send you a private message? You can't. I emailed incentives. They're not responding. Yeah, so I scolded them. So you're probably going to get a response. I get accepted to your broker, but I'm in Jamaica. No, crypto is a loan. Yeah, crypto is allowed. Is Raphael Palmdale legit? No. If you know anything about WD GAN, no, I don't know that, WD GAN. What do you think about FTMO? I think FTMO is a company. Thoughts on order block? No, I don't know about order block. Any plans in investing in Dubai stocks? No. How many pips you target? 10 to 20 pips. When tell people I do Forex, they look at me, yeah, like whatever. Yeah, just don't people what you do. No delays on withdrawals. No, crypto withdrawals get processed within 12 hours. Credit cards can take up to 10 business days. How to master emotions? Just 1 or 2 trades a day. As you said yesterday, the inflation rates gonna go high in Canada, so USD CAD should have been dropped. Why did it buy like a spike? Because the rates were not as big. Why is FXM delaying in issuing live accounts? Because they're having problems with setting up live accounts. They're trying to set them up. So we've moved from wick fills to BO and clear candles traffic concept just to know how relevant our free YouTube tutorials from learning. They're all very, very relevant because every YouTube tutorial ties up onto what we're doing now. Can you make a little video on how to fix the Forex simulator page? It's difficult and you have to, no, I can't. I don't know what you mean by Forex simulator page. Like every simulation, I start the simulator from scratch. How do you control your emotion of buying things that you wanted, supposed to cars, and instead of that you invest in assets? Because So I wanted to get a Ferrari F8 in Dubai. It was like around 340, 350,000. And I was looking at that and I'm like, um, I've lost interest, you know. And then I thought about it that, okay, if I buy this car and if I sell this car, I'm going to lose at least 20, 30,000, right? But if I take that money and I put that money in a house as equity in that house is not going to lose money. Worst case scenario is going to be break even. Worst case may lose a little bit because but normally hold on to houses for about 10 years, you know. So yeah, assets versus liability. Yeah, pocket change for you, 20K on CAD rates. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because the money here in a trading account, it feels different than the money in your bank account. It feels very very different, very different. I bought a Nissan GTR this morning. Amazing, thank you. You invest in Pakistan stocks? Never. Um, what would you wish you knew before you started trading forex? I knew that I wish I should have known that it's just based on one or two trades. Are you into powerlifting? Yeah, yeah. I go really heavy and low reps once a month. Where can someone learn about brokerage business and how they work? Google it. As a beginner with €1,000, should I trade this news event? No, absolutely not. Your YouTube channel has any moderators? No. Did Dominion Market allow clients from Benin verify their ID? Yes. Oh, by the way, Rolex, they stopped the production of their watches by 50% because of low oil or whatever. What's your deadlift PR? 315. I tried 405, but 315 I can do comfortably with good form. I think about the better trade is alone. Don't care anything else doing. I usually get FOMO. What do you think? Yeah, I mean, you know, I took this one trade. I made about $58. I'm good. Total I made 309. You know, I'm okay with that. I got around 11, 12 pips out of it. It's pretty good. I feel a man should look good but strong as an ape, not just look good. That's correct. I think a man looking strong, it just looks good. A strong man looks good because his body complements his looks. Um, my run is running at 30 pips. Amazing. I took 5 trades this week. My one loss was very, very small. Looking up for this couple of months straight. Oh, very nice. Apart from Raja Banks, who else is a legit trader? There are a lot of them out there. Houses are only assets if you make money from them. If you buy the house at the top of the market and prices go down, then it becomes a liability. Yeah, if you think about it in short term, it becomes a liability. But if you think about it in 10, 15 years time, it's not a liability. So that's the thing. Also, like I know that if we rent the house we want in Dubai, it's going to cost us about $7,000 a month if we rent the house, right? But if we buy the house on mortgage, putting down let's say like 600,000 on mortgage because we're going to pay like 50%, 600,000 is going to be in equity, and monthly we're going to be paying like 5,000 a month, you know. And I'm not going to buy the house to sell it in a year. You know, of course, with market fluctuation, we're going to lose money, but you got to look at it over 10, 15 years. You can't look at it over like 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. No. These self-help real estate gurus out there, that's what they tell you. They say, oh, you know, houses are expensive, blah, 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 blah. But they don't tell you that it's an expense if you buy the house and sell it in 2 years. You know, I mean, of course, it's going to be a dumb decision. I know many people buying apartments in Dubai and paying monthly payments, but renting it so after a few years it's good. Yeah. Are you still trying to improve your strategy? I'm not trying to improve my strategy. I'm just trying to improve losses. Like I'm trying to reduce my losses as much as possible, and I'm finding it pretty hard to do. I'm trying to also maintain a winning streak. That's one of my biggest problems now, is to maintain a winning streak. Like so far, you know, I broke the streak yesterday, but so far I'm trying to maintain. My biggest challenge is to see how many wins can I get in a row. You know, my buddy, his uh, his uh, his record is like around 30 some wins in a row. You know, and I my max wins in a row here has been like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 if we don't count this over here. What are your thoughts on watching Mia Malkova while doing trading? I don't know who that is. Mia Malkova. Who is this person? Is that a trader? Let's take a look over here. Oh, what the hell? No. Easy, bro. Arrange your history according to profit. Oh, man. A new challenge could be to trade 5K account only during NY sessions. Yeah, I don't know. No. I'll trade however I want. Although on your IG story you posted we can use credit cards for deposit for dominion markets. Error regardless of... yeah, if you're based out of USA, you can do ACH bank transfers. And also remember, you can't deposit by debit Visa. Debit Visa and Visa are two different things. Where you say 1 to 2 trades a day, I've listened to so much that it has been locked in my subconscious mind. So whenever I think about taking one more trade, your voice says, hell no. Hell no. Can you take trade in news? Yes, I will take a trade in news, and we have about 40 minutes left for euro interest rates. And I'm going to be trying to trade euro interest rates. All right, are we all ready or not? Are we all ready to trade the euro interest rates? Are we all ready? All right, so I want to take a look at this one thing over here. I want to take a look at my super secret website to see what the rates are going to be and where price is going to go. Let's see this over here. Let's see here. All right. I know exactly what to do now. I know, absolutely. Will you use a multi-million-dollar account? Yeah, I'm going to use my multi-million-dollar account to trade news. So we have 3 minutes left over here now. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 3 minutes left. There are no big players pushing any buttons. Good luck with your trading today. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Can I still buy market fluidity if you can find it? You can find it. Oh, it's at 8:15? Oh. My bad. Oh yeah, it's at 8:15. Okay, so we gotta wait over here. We still got some time over here now. I get excited for no reason. Oh wow, pound yen is still pushing up over here. How you put stop loss so fast without typing any number? Because I have been doing this for so long that I'm an expert at that. In Canada deposit funds, can we use debit card or only crypto? Crypto and Visa or MasterCard, but crypto is the best. Crypto works the best. I think Raja Banks did read Rich Dad, Poor Dad book. No, I read the first 4 pages of that book. That's all what I did. I read the first 4 pages of that book. Why EJ over EU? Okay, so for the news, why EJ over EU? And the answer is very simple. And the reason why I'm going to focus on EJ, Euro JPY, instead of Euro USD is because in New York session, the Euro is open and the USD is open. So if we really want Euro to move, we want the pair to be influenced by one currency. So if you focus on Euro JPY, it's only going to be influenced by Euro. If you look at Euro USD, it's going to be influenced by the Euro and the USD. So since we have NY open, it's going to get a little harder at that time. Which proprietary firm would you recommend? None. Would you close my eyes and order Magic Keys if it releases for Mac? It is. Are you London trades anticipating the 4-hour? Most of it, yeah, sometimes. You know, it's just anticipation before I can go, and then based on that, I try to look for confirmations on a small time frames. How you overcome fear while trading? Always scared in front of the charts. Just go with small risk, man. Go with small risk, and we have the candles closing, especially on gold here as well. We have full house here today. We have 2,600 people watching. Beautiful. Let's get the likes up to 2,000. We have 15 minutes left for Euro news. Let's get the likes up to 2,000. If we don't get to 2,000 likes before Euro news, I'm going to end the stream. Yeah. 200 more likes. We have 2,600 people watching, 2,600 people learning, 2,600 people enjoying themselves and having a great time. Let's get it up to 2,000 likes. Which time frame will you use for entry on Euro JPY for the news? I think it's going to be 15-minute time frame. So we're at 1,800 likes. Let's get up to 2,000. 2,000 likes and we will trade Euro news. If we don't get to 2,000 likes, I'm going to end the stream. And I'm going to end the stream for Zoom as well. So you're all going to feel the heat. And then I won't have to trade the interest rate. I still don't have to, but what does the broker do to your money after you enter a trade? So here's how it works, right? You have the broker, you have the client, and you have liquidity. When the client clicks on a trade, the broker sees it and they send it to liquidity, right? So whatever happens to your trade is happening in liquidity. When you close the trade, the broker tells the liquidity, hey, close the trade. They close the trade, and whatever you made or lost, that gets transferred to broker, then broker transfers it to the client. Oh, we got to 2,000 likes. Well done. Thank you, everybody. Beautiful. Beautiful. Can you make 100K a month with prop firms? Wow, you got some big goals over there. What are you looking for most? Buy, sell, sell? I don't know. We'll see. How do you know Raphael Palmdale is not legit? Just look at him. How can you not tell? How can you not tell? Does he have any track record? Is there a track record available? Is there a track record available? Here's my track record right here on my multi-million-dollar account. Look at that. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. December was 18%, October 36%, and then 2022, January, February, March, April, May. This was Russia and Ukraine. Look at that, 87% return. 10% in July, 21% in September. October one has to load. I just have to sign up on my MacBook here so that it can, my FX book can load it. Yeah. GJ is still going. Yeah, it's at a rejection area here now. Buying here would be very dangerous over here now. Why is there no chat for Dominion so support can be had? Yeah, so we're implementing a WhatsApp widget on Dominion Market so that you guys can just send a message on WhatsApp to our support. How to close profit positions on TradingView? I have no idea. Rajabhai, I'm beginner in Forex market. Can you suggest me that I can trade in news? No. How to deal with fear of losing trade? Just understand how much you're going to lose. Who controls the liquidity in the market? The liquidity providers. Who else? Still not too confident to execute trade because of the past blowing accounts. Yeah, so it's a matter of confidence. So you're having a confidence issue at this point now, right? Confidence issue can only be solved slowly by taking 1 or 2 trades a day. That's it. That's how you can solve your confidence issue. Do you know African traders? Yes, I'm a skillful trader, but I have no capital. If you're a skillful trader, how come you don't have capital and your name on YouTube is, guys, look at this. I'm a skillful trader, but I have no capital. I'm willing to demonstrate my skills. Would you be willing to fund me? This guy's name on YouTube is Trade with JP Capital. You should change your name to something else like Bob or JP or something like that, because your name is Trade with JP Capital, which is an illusion that you have capital, and you're a skillful trader with. Are you guys delusional? How can you be so delusional, man? Just change your name over there. What an embarrassment. Did you trade any news on your 5,000 account? No, I did not. Have you made 500K in one trade? No. What's your thoughts on the death of August Amy's? I don't know what that is. Yeah, JP No Capital. That's going to be much better. Can you show your full history of your $5,000 account? Oh, yeah, sure. Let me show it to you right here. Here it is. You see $5,000 deposit, withdrawals $1,000 so far, balance is 9,200, and a steady climb. Some loss over here, but steady climb at this point. Today was 2.85%. September was 18%. October is 89%. Yeah, duration of all the trades. See the duration of all the trades. You got daily, you got hourly, you got summary over here. Oh yeah, look at that. Only two pairs. That's it. Only 2 pairs. Trades right here, 82%, 70%. I think winning ratio is about like 78%, I think. Yeah. See, Smart Raja Concepts. This is Smart Raja Concepts, and then this is Raja Bank's retirement. Amazing, right? Smart Raja Concepts. It's gonna change everything. Can the public view this? By the time we're done by the end of this year, I'm gonna put up the link for the $5,000 account publicly. It's going to be available public with Smart Raja Concepts. $2,800 people watching here now today. What should be my lot size on a $15,000 challenge account? No idea, probably 1 lot. When Dominion Market accepts Skrill? Never. You're the best, thank you. What time frame you use to take trades? 30 minute, 15 minute, 4 hour, 1 hour, all the time frames. You got to piece them all the time frames together, and then you got to understand where can you anticipate for price to move. So we got about 9 minutes left. Smart Raja Concept, this is new strategy. No, Smart Raja Concepts is a oversimplification of the concepts we've learned in market fluidity. It's a remastering of the content we already have. What happened with Rix? I don't know who that is. If I deposited Bitcoin and with credit card, what will be my withdrawal method? The amount you deposit via credit card, you can only withdraw that via credit card. The rest you can withdraw via Bitcoin or bank wire. Will it be in Spanish as well? If someone can translate that in Spanish, I think we can do that as well. At what age are you going to stop trading? I don't think. I really enjoy trading. Is your account available on Leaderboard Dominion? No. Can you show gold chart? You can look at your own gold chart. Just took a full margin. Just took a buy, full margin. Just received my full margin urgent email from my broker. Plan failed successfully. Are you into psychedelics? I have a feeling you have dabbled. Yep. I think mushrooms once a year, twice a year are great. I think that's just my own opinion. Mushrooms are natural, and I think for me they've done wonders. And the way they've done wonders for me is that every time I can see into the future. I can see into the future, and I can create some sort of a future plan. Where am I going to go? What I'm going to do? How am I going to get there? So I look at this 5-year plan and how I'm going to do certain things. And for some reason, it just happens exactly that way. Exactly to the T, it happens that way. It just, I think it depends from person to person, but that's where it happens to me. You know, so I've had a lot of mental success. Why you want to tell us your SRC technique? Why don't you hide it? Why would I hide it? Why would I hide it? Why would I hide smart money concepts? Smart Raja concepts, I'm sorry. Smart money concepts. What the fuck? What the fuck? Smart Raja concepts. I want smart Raja concepts to be there so that people can learn them and they can be profitable and they can trade on Dominion markets and they can be profitable on Dominion markets. They can stay on the platform longer and they can generate commissions for us, and our whole business can grow. People can grow as traders. So, you know, it's mutually beneficial. Amazing to see you talking about psychedelics. Thank you. Do you do shrooms alone or with friends? It depends. Like, usually it's by myself, but it's in like a park or like in a forest or somewhere I'm close to nature. You know, yeah, I mean, it's good. So 5 minutes left. Anyway, no more talking about some stuff. You slipped the strategy, Raja. Uh-oh. You say crypto withdrawal is 12 hours. I've been waiting over 24 hours. How much longer? That's false. Watch the next comments in the next few weeks. Will go something like, "Hey Raja, are you sure this works? I had a really bad trip. I don't know who I was." Yeah, that can happen as well. Thoughts on crystal meth while trading? Yeah, that's all up to you. So we got 5 minutes left over here now. 5 minutes left. Do you follow pull push legs workout plan? Yes. Yeah, I think if you're a new trader, smart Raja concepts are gonna work very, very well. If you're a new trader. But the database still has a lot of information too. Is trading your main source of cash flow? No, I have at least trading was the first one that actually made me $1 million. This trading, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have five streams of income now. But every stream of income, it built the other stream of income. So money made money on other streams. Let's take a look at this last chart for the session today, and then we're gonna focus on. Took a trade here above the previous candle after candle started forming weak bearish closed at 20 pips. Oh, nice. Very, very well done. Very well done. Beautiful. I've sent 2 emails to support and no answer. Oh, okay. We'll take a look at that. Also, send an email with subject urgent. Yeah, that usually gets the attention. So we got 3 minutes left now. Please make smart Raja concepts only available for Dominion Markets traders. Ah, that's a good idea too. Yeah, we're gonna get the WhatsApp widget for our website on Dominion Markets. Okay, let's see here. All right, we got 3 minutes left here. How much percentage you withdraw monthly? On this $5,000 account, so far, last month, I've withdrawn like $1,000. So this week I'm going to withdraw. Let's see how much I've made this week so far. This week I have made, I think it's like 900, 800. Oh, 1,000. I made 1,000. So I'm probably going to withdraw like 2,000. No, 200. I'm going to withdraw 200 or maybe 300 from here. Yeah. 300. I think that's going to be a good withdrawal. So let's move on towards our my multi-million-dollar account, and I'm going to trade this account over here. All right, let's see how much I can do. Let's see what we can do over here. Let's go with 50 lots, and I hate magic keys. I hate you. Is the USD going to drop in value? No idea. It's a Euro news, man. Remember to switch to other account if you're going to use 50. Yeah, I am on the other account, my multi-million-dollar account. Almost at 2.3 million. We have about 1 minute left. In the past, every rate hike on Euro, I've seen price move up. So what I'm going to do is I will put a sell stop below this low right here. Ooh, look at the spread. Oh my God, look at the spread on Euro JPY. And I'm going to put a buy stop somewhere over here, but I'm going to drag it just above this candle when the news comes out. All right. Okay. Dragging it tighter to the candle. Ah, here we go. Ooh, wow, look at that spread. Look at that spread. Holy. Look at that spread. Nothing happening over here. Nothing happening. Nothing happening. Wow, did you see that spread? Man, the spread pumped up like, wow, it widened up so much. Yeah, I mean, yeah, nothing happening. I expected price to move a lot, but sell stop will get activated. Oh, it got activated. Will it continue pushing down? Oh, nice. Very nice. Quick moves over here. Made like what, 3,500? Oh, 2,600, 27, 2,200, whatever. Wow, that was crazy. Crazy. Did you see the spread? Man, it pumped up and I was like, uh-oh, my both positions are gonna get activated. Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. But yeah, I mean, hey, yeah, look, ran just as expected. I closed because we came up to this possible rejection, so I wasn't sure, just killed euro. No, I didn't, man. It was like what, like 7 pips, 8 pips. But anyway, I'm going to call it a day over here. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. We're going to see you guys on Monday. Tomorrow's going to be no stream tomorrow. So we're going to see you guys on Monday. On the weekend, I'm going to do a breakdown of all the trades I've taken this week. So like, we can learn. Also, all the trades I've been taking, you can go to my YouTube and you can follow my $5,000 account journey. If you go to my YouTube, let's go over here. Let's go to my channel. And yeah, see right here. This is the first week, second week, third week, right here, third week. So everything is broken down. Give a like on the stream again. Subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate it with all my heart and soul. So take care, and we'll see you on Monday. Adios.
Cheers, Roger.
Cheers, cheers.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, meow.
Thanks, Roger.
All right, bye, everyone.
What was the concept the best?